Forward by Benji Floyd Wright. The concept of this writing is unlikely to incur any salvo similar to that of the founding documents of the North American states such as existed at the time of their formation. In truth, Stephen Miller is without equal in his qualification to memorialize his feelings and evaluation of the former empire which he hailed from prior to the Z outbreak. This is not simply because of the terrible and tragic turn of events that lead him to being the only surviving practitioner of a once venerable profession, but can primarily be attributed to his commitment as the lead author on the official report to the Interim Ruling Council which produced a tome of over 12,000 pages. This was a comprehensive analysis of the legal, historical, socio-political, and economic factors that contributed to the institutional failures allowing the Z variant to ultimately collapse the American empire. Such commitment has been buttressed with a lifelong commitment as the primary drafter and editor of Utopia's founding documents and uninterrupted election as lead magistrate for its entire duration. If those qualifications were not enough, he also served as the first head of the Order of the Guardians of Justice, lead its first reclamation raid, and serves as the Order's defensive tactics instructor every morning well into his 60s. Miller is a vanguard of both political and practical thought. He informed all of the pillars to our original colony and has refused calls to run the executive on no less than 9 occasions stating, like the historical walkaway of Washington after 2 terms, I too must avoid the entrapment and potentiality of manipulation as a founder and drafter of the legalism that is meant to divest our future of the trappings of our past. I must decline the role of leadership because a true leader knows where he can serve best. I applied to work on Miller's staff the day after hearing this public address. I knew that someone who could maintain such composure and civility even after a full collapse of all previous civilizations was someone worth serving. When writing this book, I advised him to put as much of his heart, humor, and heroism into it as possible. The manuscript he presented to the ruling council had all the objective gravitas the horrors of our world would expect to produce. However, if we are to reclaim the human empire, defeat the Z infestation, and become the dominant species of this planet once again, then we must do so by holding on to our humanity at all costs. Reading this book will hopefully provide much of the necessary historical context to draw lessons from for our progeny. Assuming humanity persists, I have no doubt this book will be dissected and prodded for meaning, much to Miller's chagrin. If you wish to have a complete understanding of his contributions, read his formal report. For those reading this book, take it for what it is, a summary of one man's journey to understand the horrific happenings of his life and to derive some purpose moving forward. This is a task we all share in for our lost brethren. As the Order says before every mission, for the fallen.